You're now watching Prime Time. First, the headlines. According to reports, Lawrence Bishnoi gang has claimed responsibility for former MLA Baba Siddique's killing on Saturday outside his legislator's son Zishan Siddique's office in Bandra. Former US President Donald Trump called for the death penalty for migrants who killed US citizens on members of the law enforcement during his rally in the city of Aurora in Colorado, escalating the anti-immigrant rhetoric that has fueled his presidential run. At least 15 people were killed in Israeli strikes on 3 areas outside Hezbollah's traditional strongholds, according to Lebanon's health ministry, as reported by the Times of Israel. In a significant move, Poland is taking measures to curb irregular migration driven by escalating tensions with Belarus by temporarily suspending the right to asylum, according to a report by Al Jazeera. Those were the top headlines, and now for the news in details. According to reports, Lawrence Bishnoi gang has claimed responsibility for former MLA Baba Siddique's killing. Siddique was gunned down around 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, October 12, outside his legislator son Zishan Siddique's office in Bandra. As reported by India Today, Bishnoi gang claimed that it killed the former Bandra MLA because he had links with Dawood Ibrahim. The killing of a prominent Mumbai politician has hit national headlines and sent shockwaves across the country. The murder took place when the Shera festivities were still on in many parts of the city. Even at the time the bullets were shot at Siddique's, firecrackers were being burst in the area. The gruesome murder took place outside Zishan Siddique's office in Bandra around 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, October 12. The three assailants approached Baba Siddique and fired several bullets at him when he was entering a vehicle. One of the bullets struck Siddique in his chest, and the killers took benefit of the sound of the crackers being burst in the vicinity. 2 of them have been held by the police while search is on for the third one. Following the attack, Siddique was rushed to Lilavati Hospital but was declared dead at 11:27 p.m. local time. 2 of the 3 accused are in police custody while the third one is on the run. Dharamraj Rajesh Kashyap are in police custody. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has vowed strict action against those responsible for taking the law into their hands following the killing of former State Minister and NCP leader Baba Siddique. Siddique was shot dead by unidentified attackers in Mumbai on Saturday evening. Calling the incident extremely unfortunate, CM Shinde told the media that 2 suspects have been arrested, with 1 still at large. Calling the incident very unfortunate, Shinde said that he had spoken with the doctors and the police. 2 people have been arrested and the accused are from Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. The third accused is absconding. However, he said that have instructed Mumbai police to take strict action against those who take law and order into their hands. He further expressed confidence that the remaining suspect would be apprehended. Following the incident, Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister and Home Minister Devendra Fadnavis, along with senior police officials, visited Lilavati Hospital where Siddique succumbed to his injuries. Union Minister and RPIA Chief Ramdas Athawale, who also met Siddique's family at the hospital, called for thorough investigation.
गोळीबार झाला, अतिशय दुर्दैवी घटना आहे आणि त्या संदर्भात मी डॉक्टरांच्या अगोदर बोललो होतो आणि पोलीस आयुक्तांशी बोललो. त्यामध्ये 2 आरोपी अरेस्ट आहेत, एक यूपीचा आहे, एक हरियाणाचा आहे आणि एक आरोपी फरार आहे. झालेली घटना अतिशय दुर्दैवी आहे. मी पोलिसांना निर्देश दिलेले आहेत की मुंबईमध्ये कुठल्याही परिस्थितीत कायदा सुव्यवस्था कोणी हातात घेता कामा नये, गँगवार वगैरे कोणी डोकं वर काढता कामा नये, यांच्यावर कडक कारवाई झाली पाहिजे. कठोर कारवाई करण्याच्या मी सूचना दिलेल्या आहेत आणि पोलिसांची कायदा सुव्यवस्था राखण्यामध्ये मुंबई पोलिसांचं नाव आहे आणि त्यामुळे या आरोपीला तात्काळ पकडतील आणि त्याच्यावर कडक कारवाई करतील. 3 लोक जे आहेत यांच्यावर बाबा सिद्दीकी यांच्यावर जो हल्ला केलेला आहे या हल्ल्यासंदर्भात तात्काळ त्याच्यावर कठोर कारवाई होईल आणि कठोर काही कारवाई करण्याचे निर्देश मी दिलेले आहेत.
सर, 2 आरोपींना पकडण्यात आलेलं आहे.
2 आरोपी पकडले आहेत. एक हरियाणाचा आहे, एक उत्तर प्रदेश मधला आहे. तिसरा आरोपी फरार आहे. त्याच्या पाठीमागे पोलीस टीम गेल्या. त्यालाही लवकर अरेस्ट होईल आणि कडक कारवाई.
We'll now take a short break.
कॉलेज बोले तो दोस्ती यारी, यारों संग है फ्रीडम सारी. फ्रीडम equals time of life, life माने joy ride. Activa, 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 scooter ले Activa.
स्कूटर बोले तो एक्टिवा.
नए भारत का नया उत्तर प्रदेश $1 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बनने की ओर है अग्रसर. स्थानीय उत्पादों को यूपी इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड शो ने दिया है इंटरनेशनल मार्केट. पहले संस्करण में 70,000 से अधिक खरीदारों और 3 लाख से अधिक आगंतुकों से कारोबारियों का बढ़ा है हौसला. यूपी इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड शो के द्वितीय संस्करण का आयोजन 25 से 29 सितंबर 2024 तक ग्रेटर नोएडा में किया जा रहा है. आइए इस वैश्विक व्यापारिक महाकुंभ का हिस्सा बनकर अपने व्यवसाय को दें नई दिशा. यूपी इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड शो, सोर्सिंग का अद्वितीय मंच.
Don't share plates with an HIV infected
Kissing
person.
can transmit HIV.
Mosquito bite
HIV can
spread
be passed
HIV.
through air.
Don't believe the misconceptions of HIV. Stay informed, stay safe.
कॉलेज बोले तो दोस्ती यारी, यारों संग है फ्रीडम सारी. फ्रीडम equals time of life, life माने joy ride. Activa, 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 scooter ले Activa.
स्कूटर बोले तो एक्टिवा.
Welcome back. Heading on to the next news. NCP leader Baba Siddique sustained 2 gunshot wounds to his chest before being brought to Mumbai's Lilavati hospital for emergency treatment. Doctors at the hospital said he was admitted around 9:30 p.m. on Saturday and despite extensive resuscitative efforts succumbed to his injuries shortly after. Dr. Jalil Parkar, a physician at the Lilavati hospital, said that around 9:30 p.m. Baba Siddique was brought here. When he arrived in the emergency room, his pulse and blood pressure were unrecordable and the ECG showed a flat line. They shifted him to ICU, where he was declared dead around 11:27 p.m. He had bullet wounds on his chest, Dr. Parker said.
9 बजे के आसपास बाबा सिद्दीकी को यहाँ ले आए थे. उनकी फैमिली ले आई थी और लाने के बाद जब उन्हें नीचे इमरजेंसी में हम लोग लेके गए उस वक्त उनका पल्स रिकॉर्डेबल नहीं था, न बीपी रिकॉर्डेबल था और न ईसीजी हार्ट के पल्स रेट्स कुछ नहीं थे. ईसीजी निकाले तो वो फ्लैट लाइन था. लेकिन चूँकि हमारी ट्रेनिंग ऐसी रहती है कि कोई भी ऐसा आ जाए तो उसको पहले रिससिटेट करना चाहिए, तो वो हमने कोशिश की और वो इंटेंसिव केयर के डॉक्टर्स थे, कैजुअल्टी के डॉक्टर्स थे. ये लोग ने बहुत प्रयत्न किया और कोशिश की, लेकिन उनका पल्स रेट वापस नहीं आया. हमने उन्हें फिर आईसीयू में शिफ्ट किया और जो भी दवाइयाँ देनी थी, ब्लड प्रेशर ऊपर लाने की, खून को बंद करने की वगैरह, वो सब हमने दे दिए. लेकिन उनका निधन 11:25 को कुछ हो गया.
किधर किधर वो बुलेट्स किधर किधर लगी?
उनको 2 गोलियां लगी थी जो हमको दिखाई दे रही थी और वो आर पार गई थी और वो छाती पे थी।
मतलब पॉइंट ब्लैंक से ये फायरिंग की हुई एकदम
नजदीक से की गई होगी, उसका तो पोस्टमार्टम पे सब पता चलेगा।
तो आने से पहले वो मतलब डेड थे?
हाँ,
आने से पहले ही मतलब वो डेड थे?
वो तो अभी बोल नहीं सकते ना, पोस्टमार्टम पे पता चलेगा।
Dr. Niraj Uttamani of Lilavati Hospital detailed the severity of Siddique's condition upon arrival and said that he was brought to the emergency medical service in unresponsive state, with no pulse, no cardiac activity and no blood pressure, with a history of gunshot wounds. He had lost a lot of blood and resuscitation was initiated immediately. He was then moved to the ICU where further revival attempts were made. He added, despite all efforts, they were unable to revive him and he was declared dead at 11:27 p.m. it said.
9:30 वाजता लीलावती इस्पितळात आणले गेले. जेव्हा त्यांना आणलं गेलं तेव्हा त्यांचं पल्स रेट, ब्लड प्रेशर काही लागत नव्हतं, हृदयाची काही ॲक्टिव्हिटी लागत नव्हती. त्यामुळे त्यांना 2 गनशॉट वुंड्स होते छातीमध्ये. इमर्जन्सी रिससिटेटिव्ह मेजर्स जे आम्ही चालू केले, इमर्जन्सीमधून त्यांना ICU मध्ये शिफ्ट केलं. 1.5 ते 2 तास प्रयत्न चालू ठेवले, तरीसुद्धा ॲट 11:27 p.m. ही वॉज डिक्लेअर्ड डेड. छातीवरती 2 आम्ही 2 गोळ्यांचे गनशॉट वुंड्स होते त्यांच्या छातीवरती समोर, आणि रक्त पण बरंच गेलं होतं.
एकूण किती गोळ्या लागल्या? एकूण
गोळ्या किती लागल्या ते आता आपल्याला पोस्टमॉर्टम मध्येच कळेल. आम्हाला 2 गनशॉट वुंड्स होते. वुंड 2 होते. एक्झॅक्टली गोळ्या किती लागल्या ते आम्हाला वेळ नव्हतं. ते सगळं
जेव्हा
ते आले होते तेव्हा काहीच रिस्पॉन्स नव्हता, पल्स नव्हतं, ब्लड प्रेशर नव्हतं, ते शुद्धीमध्ये नव्हते. पॉसिबल. पण आम्ही रिससिटेशन जे चालू करतो ते 1.5-2 तास पुढी प्रक्रिया. आता ॲज पर द गव्हर्नमेंट रेग्युलेशन अँड ॲज पर द लॉ पोस्टमॉर्टम करायला लागेल. ते आता ॲज पर द पोलीस स्टेशन ते डिसिजन होईल. आणि 11:27 ला त्यांचा मृत्यू झाला.
Brought to NHRC Emergency Medical Services at 9:30 p.m. on 12/10/24 in an unresponsive condition with no pulse, no blood pressure, recording no cardiac activity, with an history of gunshot wounds to the chest. He had lost a lot of blood and resuscitation as per standard protocol was initiated immediately. He was shifted to ICU where further attempts at revival were done. He was managed by Dr. Nitin Gokhale, Dr. Jalil Parkar, Dr. Jigeshu Divetia, Dr. Chinmay Godbole, Dr. Kavita, Dr. Nitin Dange, Dr. Girish Kumar Soni, Dr. Naren Nigam in ICU. Despite all resuscitative efforts, we were unable to revive him and was declared dead at 11:27 p.m. on 12/10/24.
Siddique was shot dead by unidentified attackers in Mumbai on Saturday evening. He was a three-time MLA from Bandra West and had joined Ajit Pawar's faction of NCP earlier this year after resigning from the Congress. Mumbai police have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the killing of NCP leader. We'll now take a short break.
कॉलेज बोले तो दोस्ती यारी, यारों संग है फ्रीडम सारी. फ्रीडम इक्वल्स टाइम ऑफ लाइफ, लाइफ माने एंजॉय राइड. एक्टिवा स्कूटर एटले एक्टिवा,
स्कूटर बोले तो एक्टिवा.
It doesn't take much to save a life. Practice safe behavior.
कॉलेज बोले तो दोस्ती यारी, यारों संग है फ्रीडम सारी। फ्रीडम इक्वल्स टाइम ऑफ लाइफ, लाइफ माने एंजॉय राइड। एक्टिवा एक्टिवा एक्टिवा, स्कूटर ले एक्टिवा,
स्कूटर बोले तो एक्टिवा।
Welcome back. Security has beefed up outside Salman Khan's residence at Galaxy apartment in Mumbai after the death of Baba Siddique on October 13th. Siddique was shot dead as attackers opened fire on his car in Mumbai on Saturday evening. One may recall that the murder of NCP leader Baba Siddique took place within a span of mere 6 months of the members of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang firing gunshots outside his residence. The police personnel are presently investigating if the Lawrence Bishnoi gang was behind the killing of Baba Siddique. This is on the grounds of the late Baba Siddique's close relations with Salman Khan. As per report in Hindustan Times, the late Baba Siddique had received death threats 15 days before his murder, which immediately prompted him to get a Y category security upgrade. In a statement to the media, the Mumbai police personnel said on date 12/10 between 9:15 and 9:30 hours, while Mr. Baba Siddique was leaving his office and heading towards his residence in Bandra West, Mumbai, 3 individuals opened gunfire targeting Mr. Baba Siddique. Mr. Baba Siddique was immediately rushed to Lilavati Hospital, Bandra West for treatment, but was declared dead by the doctors. Meanwhile, the Mumbai crime branch was registered a case at Nirmal Nagar police station in connection with the murder under relevant section of the Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita, Arms Act and Maharashtra Police Act. Former US President Donald Trump called for the death penalty of migrants who killed US citizens or members of the law enforcement during his rally in the city of Aurora in Colorado, escalating the anti-immigrant rhetoric that fueled his presidential run. He is calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer, Trump said to loud cheers from a large crowd of supporters. Now, America is known all throughout the world as occupied America, he told a rally, citing a supposed invasion of the migrants. Trump also said that if elected, he would launch a national Operation Aurora to target illegal migrants. During his election rally, Trump laid out a stark vision for his first day in office if re-elected, with policy proposals hinged on mass deportation. The U.S. will begin the largest deportation operation in the history of the United States, Trump said. The U.S. will close the border and will stop the invasion of illegals into the country, he said. The U.S. will defend the territory and the country will not be conquered, he said.
We will send elite squads of ICE, Border Patrol, and federal law enforcement officers to hunt down, arrest, and deport every last illegal alien gang member until there is not a single one left in this country. And if they come back into our country, they will be told it is an automatic 10-year sentence in jail with no possibility of parole. And I'm hereby calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen or a law enforcement officer.
In a significant move, Poland is taking measures to curb irregular migration driven by escalating tensions with Belarus by temporarily suspending the right to asylum, according to a report by Al Jazeera. Poland Prime Minister Donald Tusk also condemned the exploitation of the right to asylum by Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, Russian President Vladimir Putin and people smugglers. According to Tusk, they are using the asylum system in a way that undermines the right to asylum purpose. One of the elements of the migration strategy will be the temporary territorial suspension of the right to asylum, Tusk said on Saturday. TASS further informed that he would present the migration strategy at a government meeting on October 15th. Since 2021, migration has dominated Poland's agenda. Thousands of asylum seekers fleeing from countries such as Afghanistan, Syria and Iraq's Kurdish region have attempted to cross into Poland through Belarus. Notably, with 1,300 km, Poland has the longest border with the former Soviet republics, namely Russia, Kaliningrad, Lithuania, Belarus and Ukraine. It is estimated that up to about 15,000 people illegally cross the territory of Poland each year. Two main transit routes lead through the country, according to European Parliament. The Balkan train is used by Romanians, Bulgarians and citizens from former Yugoslavia who enter legally because regulations allow a one-month stay without visa. The second immigration trail via Poland runs from the Lithuanian border to Germany. This route, mainly used by Asians, is dominated by citizens from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, India, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. The number of illegal immigrants caught at the border has almost doubled since 1996. By mid-March 2024, Poland has also recorded close to 1.8 million people displaced by the war against Ukraine. That's all for now. This is your anchor signing off.
कॉलेज बोले तो दोस्ती यारी यारों संग